Good morning, everyone. It's a hopefully warmer day today. Okay, hopefully. What did I say yesterday? I'm enjoying the cool days. I do. Uh, what do I want to be a part of when it comes to all the stuff out there? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm a mother. I'm a grandmother. Yes. There are lots of people out there that are mothers and grandmothers. Yes. And one can tell when you're united with moms and other moms and other grandmothers out there. You fight for your children. Yes. Yeah. You try to give some kind of a sense of, okay, people, this is normal. Isn't normal, and we're going to call that out. Done. Right? An interesting thing that I found about it all is that race has nothing to do with it. You're either a good mom and a good grandmother, and you know where your heart to mind stands when it comes to children and their safety, and try to provide the best possible upbringing for them, regardless of the circumstances, right? And call out the real problems, right? Call out the things that really actually are not making it possible for our children to have what they should have, to be the possibilities that are out there that should be given to them that are not available, not just to the few selected ones that now, instead of good students going to college, this and that, there are people there should never be there for, as I said, weird just ideas that people have out there on what rights are, this or that. Right? Yes? Okay. And I found through many years now, there are, we're not, I'm not a white mother or grandmother. I'm not, okay, whatever. People want to look at people now because that is what matters. And when I see a good video or anything, an article of a woman, a mother, okay, women too, right? If they're not moms or grandmas yet, seeing young people too going, hey, hello, where is this all going? With some things out there when it comes to our children, right? Or right? My nieces, nephews even. Right? Okay, one could go on and on about all that. But what I found is that as women, as mothers, as grandmothers, many of us out there are united when it comes to our children's education, their behavior, yes, yeah, and the environment that they should have around them, and that is being destroyed by other adults. Yeah. Now, let me ask you, does race have anything to do with that in our country? It doesn't. In my opinion, it doesn't. Because, as I said, I hear videos of women, mothers, grandmothers, who have exactly the same heart to mind, their faith anchored in God, our true one God, who are saying, hello, don't deflect the problems on things that have very little to do with what's going on around our children. Rather, stick with some simple rules and guidelines that every child should be under. And just because you don't get to make excuses for them. And we are of all, we come from all walks of life, from all different continents. Yes. But we're united on that. I just came across a good one again, where a woman, doesn't matter what her background is. Doesn't matter. She looked like a mother and a grandmother. She looked like she was a grandmother already. Doesn't matter how privileged or underprivileged people think they are.
This is why Ryan can't leave. I just booked plane tickets for me and Ben to go to Florida in a couple of weeks.
You did what? In 2 weeks? So he can't.
July 4th weekend?
Yeah.
I was like, why don't me and Ben go to Florida? Let's just go to Florida. So we're just gonna go see Holland and Cat. There's only $300.
Wow.
For both of us to go.
Oh man. Okay. So is that his like birthday present? Yeah.
It'll be my birthday.
It will be your birthday present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found cheap flights and I was like, hey Kat, what are you doing this weekend? So, I mean, if Ryan's really mad about it, I can cancel it, but like, it's $300.
That is really cheap.
That's all right.
That is. Heck yeah. Take your son. Go do something fun.
He'll
Oh,
be able to
that
go on a
rhymes.
plane. He'll be able to go, like, we can see Holland. She was asking me yesterday, I was talking to Kat on the phone. Holland's like, when are you coming to see us? And I was like, I don't know. So, yeah, leave
Take
Wednesday
it.
night
Uh-huh.
and then get back Monday night. And then I have Tuesday off. So it works. Just gotta take some time off work. Maybe I can get approved to, like, work down there.
I think that would be good for Ben to just spend some time with just you. Yeah, that's good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're
I bought
fine.
it and I was like,
I gotta go tell Mom.
I'm just gonna be like, what? I'll be like, at least it wasn't an animal.
Yeah.
That's what I did last time.
Well, he'll hold you to that, though. Wait a minute. You went to Florida, so no. Don't you bring another dog or a cat in the house. Good job. Yes. Sounds like fun. Yes. So, sounds like the trips on the horizon for the mama here and my grandson together. Oh yeah, they do that. Yes, why not? Right? Yeah. Spur of the moment kind of thing. And her husband better say yes and amen to it. No. He's amazing. He knows what he married. With all the trimmings that go with it. He's a great husband and a good father. So, anyway, so back to this. Yes. So I think, again, where's the positive to be found in all of this confusion out there, where we literally just about are being told how to feel about certain things, right? Yes, and it's not all positive. I struggled with it when suddenly many different things that came up over the last 3 or 4 years. I'd say, man, the best thing is you really do just stay for yourself. You stay within the people that you can live your life without having to be accused of things that you're going, hey, listen, I'm willing to work on things with people together, but you don't get to do that. Well, anyway, so I found that unity among women, among mothers and grandmothers, and I love that. And that's what I'm sticking with. That's what I'm supporting. And in a way, that's also has given me, and kind of realizing that, has given me, again, a foundation to stand on where I'm going, no, I'm not going to let you all disunite us all. I'm not going to let you make me a part of that. Because guess what? There are many like-minded women out there, I've found, also trying to just give some just very fundamental advice. Good advice. Anyway, that's what I found. That's what I'm sticking with. Again, how is God guiding us women out there? mothers, grandmothers, to stick together, regardless again on how some just want to just divide us, completely divide us, even though we have many of the same hopes and desires and love for our children, all of our children. Yes? So hopefully, more mothers, more grandmothers, women can unite under that umbrella of God and say enough is enough. Start taking care of the problems in the proper way. Instead of blaming everybody outside of the problem that has nothing to do with it, and start from within. Yes? Okay. Had to say that. That was my lead thing. And again, I had a little lunch. I'm sorry I'm disturbing you. But she had to share it. Okay. There. I usually just go along with what my children do, as long as I don't see anything that goes against, again, God's laws, right? Yes. All right, we're in 11, Joshua. This book, I think I'm on video 539 or something, or maybe even, can't remember now. I'm going, dear me, this morning I thought there's going to be over 1,000, maybe 1,500 videos. Maybe I'll break the record of one person making videos. Wouldn't that be something? I go into the Guinness World Book of Records with having made the most videos. Good videos. All right. Oh, I couldn't I? Spirit World is going. You can continue on with that in Spirit World too. And all right. Hey, as I said, good Spirit World, very humorous. It's not all just holier than thou stuff and all that. Yeah. Okay. We're already 12 minutes into it. Daniela. I know. The conquest of the north, Joshua 11. When Jabin, king of Hazor, heard about this, he sent word to Jabab, not Jacob, to Jabab, king of Merom, to the king of Shimron, to the king of Achshaph, and to the kings in the northern highlands in the plain south of Chinnerat, and those in the lowlands and on the slopes of Dor to the west. To eastward and to westward lived the Canaanites. In the highlands the Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, and Jebusites, the Hivites at the foot of Hermon in the area of Mizpah. They set out with all their troops, a people as numerous as the sands of the sea, with a huge number of horses and chariots. Oh. Now everybody else is getting serious and saying, this is not working out. It's becoming sounds like, oh, are we sure that World War One was the World War One, or did we already start? Okay. Was this already happening here? It's everybody fighting against everyone now. It's just a big old, okay, all right. It is what it is, right? Or was it what it was? Was it really like that? The victory of Merom. These kings, having all agreed on a meeting place, came and set up camp together at the waters of Merom to fight Israel. Yahweh then said to Joshua, do not be afraid of them, for by this time tomorrow I shall hand them all over, cut to pieces, to Israel. You will hamstring their horses and burn their chariots. Hamstring their horses? What did the horses do? Oh, I own horses. Oh, this is not, no, Father, come on now. He says, I didn't do no such thing. I never said anything like that. Oh, my gosh. Oh, come on now. No, don't hurt the horses. I own horses. Oh, that hurts. Oh my God. Oh, I can't even. Ah. Ah, nice. That's already starting good. With all his warriors, Joshua caught them unawares near the waters of Merom and fell on them. What? They just. Ugh. Yahweh put them at Israel's mercy, and they defeated them and pursued them as far as Sidon the Great, and as far as Misrepot to the west, and as far as the Val of Mitzpah to the east. They harried them until not one of them was left alive. Joshua treated them as Yahweh had told him. He hamstrung their horses and burnt their chariots. I got nothing more to say to that. It's just, yeah, as I said, it's just going to continue on until I guess they get to Canaan. Done. The capture of Hazor and of the other northern towns. Joshua then turned back and captured Hazor, putting its king to the sword. Hazor in olden days was the capital of all these kingdoms. In compliance with the curse of destruction, they put every living creature there to the sword. Not a living soul was left, and Hazor was burnt to the ground. All these royal cities and all their kings Joshua put to the sword in compliance with the curse of destruction, as Moses, servant of Yahweh, had ordered. Aha! Wait a minute. You see? Little by little things come out. Who gave the instructions? According to whom, supposedly? All these royal cities and all their kings Joshua put to the sword in compliance with the curse of destruction, as Moses, as servant of Yahweh, had ordered. Moses ordered that. So it wasn't gone. Okay. I find it interesting that since my intuition with people is really strong, and I notice immediately when there are discrepancies, okay? And I often don't say anything. I just keep watching, and then when something comes up, I said, well, I think I know which way this is going. I also know how it may have already been going on, but I don't have definite proof. So I'm very, very careful and conservative about, where I lay responsibility. And of course, even if I do, right, straight out, well, just face the person and talk to them. Yeah, you can do that. And if you are faced with a person that's like you, who abides by the laws of God, right, the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not this and that, right, then good. And most likely you will get the truth right from the start. But it's often not like that, is it? The people will try to find a way around the straight truth, the absolute truth, and take responsibility themselves for their own behavior, or the cause and effect kind of. Right? What was the cause of this, and the effect then? Right? People try to get out of so many times. I've seen this so many times. Rather than just admit, yes, that's what I did. This is what I did. That's what really happened. They're trying to find every which way to blame someone else, and that is that. Oh, it's fine. Don't be sorry. It's not like they're being watched or anything. I'm just making them videos. Oh, there's one or two faithful ones. Thank you. I hope you do enjoy the videos. Again, maybe I need to say it again. I'm making these videos as a condition. Yes? Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea how well they will work, right? Yes, I'm doing it anyway. Yes. Baby, please don't go in the garden, okay? Don't do that, huh? Yeah. Anyway. And people, I find that they outright lie. Yes, do I sometimes trick them? And I do know 100% And then I asked them, okay, kind of pretend I don't know, I didn't see it, to see if they would lie. And yes, they do. God, yeah, I knew I wasn't wrong about that person, right? Yes. But then again, why even bother? Why do that? Well, because I'd like people to take responsibility. I want to give them a chance. And no, you're an adult now. With children, it's a little different, of course, but as an adult, what am I going to do? I'd just like to have the truth. I can work with the truth. Then one can fix things. Then one can, okay, let's see how this can be repaired. How does one take responsibility? If I can be of help to it, then good. But if people don't tell the truth, then what are you going to do? You're going to have to eventually leave them by the wayside. Yes? What did God have to do with Israel eventually? Huh? Anyway, so here again, something's in there now. It tells me, okay. Was it really? Were these instructions to kill everyone on their way, this, that, with no other recourse, really the instructions of God? Or who did they come from? Really? Yes? So, eventually, people who lie, eventually, they get caught. They get caught because it's too difficult to keep remembering their first lie. It is. The truth. You don't have a problem remembering the truth. Because these are real experiences. Things that really happened. The way they happened. Yes? But lies you can't remember. Maybe the last two that you lied about. But then the people inquire, well, you also said this. That's supposed to be the truth. How come the people that you lied to do remember your lies? Oh, right there. Okay. So it sounds to me like that Joshua's not really following God's laws. He's not really following God's guidance. He's actually following Moses, right? Yes? Well, remember, Moses was not allowed to Canaan. Well, why not? Okay, just saying. Yet of all these towns standing on their mounds, Israel burned none. Oh, apart from Hazor, burnt by Joshua. All the spoils of these towns, including the livestock, the Israelites took as booty for themselves. But they put all the human beings to the sword, till they had destroyed them completely. They did not leave a living soul. Aha. So, now again, but according to what they said before about all that, or what Yahweh supposedly said, now they're not following instruction anymore in that either. Right? Everything's starting to look up. In the beginning, we need to follow exactly what we were told to do. So no spoils, no this, no that, or just okay, we'll just this. Right? Now they're just killing all the humans, right? But keep everything else. Don't even burn down the towns anymore. Right? Even though that was one of God's. No, you don't. You do not just move into these towns according to what we have read. We have to lay them to ruins. And then you do what? Rebuild, right? Yes, according to, which most likely was, how many temples, this, that, did they have of false gods, idols, this, that, right? That was probably if, okay, don't just move in, because you're going to be surrounded by all the stuff that I don't want you to be surrounded by anymore, right? And how long has it been since they came out of Egypt, where they were around all that kind of stuff, false gods, and I don't know what, right? Where God just struggled to keep his, okay, I still have some people who are, okay, I need to get them out of there as fast as I can, really, when it comes down to it, right? So it took hundreds of years to get the Israelites out of Egypt, right? In the best possible way, right? The safest way for them. It took a long time until the Pharaoh finally says, okay, go on, just go on. All right? Who knows what they all did, really, when it came down to then to be able to leave. And now, within a really, really short amount of time, right, there's so much destruction going on. Yeah, the destruction, the curse of destruction. Really? Doesn't sound like God to me, but okay. But I'm noticing again, so, okay. So if one just would read this part on how, well, God supports all that. If you are on the side of goodness, right, and you're trying to establish your people under the umbrella of God, then that's acceptable. But wait a minute, when you read everything from before, it seems like they're veering off very much of the actual, maybe, instructions of God. Are they not? Now they want all the goodies. Now it's been so, well, we're winning every time. Right? Yeah, must be doing something right. And now it's saying, yeah, let's just kill all the people. We don't want to deal with them, right? But we're going to keep everything else. So the livestock's not being killed anymore. The towns are not being burnt down anymore. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, just saying. Just notice things like that. The orders of Moses carried out by Joshua. Also, they don't say how many people did they destroy this time. That's interesting. Huh? How many people did you kill this time? In that time? How about in that time? And what did you do with all the people that now are laying around rotting? Right? It doesn't say. Did they bury them? Did they make mass graves? Mass graves? Oh, well, okay. That doesn't say. I don't know. Is it even true what I'm reading here? I have no idea. I don't know, but I'm finding the lies. Oh. The orders of Moses carried out by Joshua. What Yahweh had ordered his servant Moses. Moses in turn had ordered Joshua, and Joshua carried it out. Oh. You see how they're, well, but here is the succession of orders, and that's, yeah, we know how that works, right? I whisper something in someone's ear, and then that one whispers it in the other ear, by about the third or fourth person. What does it sound like? Does it still sound like the first person? Well, they whispered. And these are some detailed instructions. That's a lot. This isn't just one or two sentences, or one sentence. That within a short amount of time gets distorted if you do it in the game like that. Right? Now here is a whole, okay, you get to do this, 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 and this. You don't get to do that, 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 and that. Right? And they kept it all kosher. But they had to mention it here. What did I just say above here, right? So, we have to clarify that. We have to make sure that people know that, this did all come from God. What Yahweh had ordered his servant Moses, Moses in turn had ordered Joshua, and Joshua carried it out, leaving nothing undone of what Yahweh had ordered Moses. Oh, really? Okay. That one said to do that, and that one said then to this one to do that, and that one said, okay, I'll go and do that. Reminds me of Gus. Oh, Gus is in so much trouble. Oh, that's my dog. It reminds me of Gus and Ozzy, where Ozzy would go and he instigate, right? Chasing the chickens, this and that, but he wouldn't kill one. And then he was a hound. And then here's Gus, young dog, says, oh, okay, this is what you want me to do. And he went a step further and killed the chicken. Oh, well. Now I'm not there. Supposedly he's a mess, and they have to tie him up. He can't go out. I mean, he's in a yard. He has a big yard to play in. And He escapes, supposedly. I don't know how. He's too big, so it just means that they didn't do a good job, you know, closing everything up like I would. And he has to stay in the yard now, and sometimes they have to tie him up because he's going after the horses now. I mean, big time. And again, it was Jake, our German Shepherd. Ozzy sadly got lost. He went, didn't come back. And Jake, our German Shepherd, he just barks at the horses and doesn't do a whole lot. And here's Gus doing the same thing. Oh, you're doing this? Oh, well, let me do better and try and go and nip at their heels. Right? Okay, is it just playing? I've talked about that before when I would see it. But the thing is with me, he was always really good under voice control. And I was always there, so I could watch, right? And discipline him immediately. And that's not happening anymore now. Right? And on top of that, where's Mama? Right? Sounds like it from what my son told me. So, here we go. Right? What do you do? All I can tell them is, don't you dare touch my dog. Don't you hurt my dog. Right? I can't help it if you don't know how to deal with all these different animals. Right? Well, they're all mine. No, they're not yet. My relationship with all the animals on the farm is exactly the same. I take care of them. I know them. I master them. Oh, okay. So, Gus is in trouble. But why is he in trouble? Oh. Oh, that just came to my mind here when I read this. Yes. I think Joshua later on is going to be in trouble, right? Yes. But why? Who led him down that path? Yes. Oh, okay. We'll find out more, I guess. In consequence. Oh, in consequence? What's a consequence? Oh. Choice of words? In consequence, Joshua captured this entire country. The highlands, the whole Negev, and the whole of Goshen. The lowlands, the Arabah, the highlands and lowlands of Israel. From Mount Halak, which rises towards Seir, the Baal god in the vale of Lebanon at the foot of Mount Hermon. He captured all their kings, struck them down, and put them to death. For many a day Joshua made war on all these kings. No city had made peace with the Israelites except the Hivites, who lived at Gibeon. Well, were they even given a chance? That's it. Okay. All the rest had been captured in battle. So again, here it says, for many a day Joshua made war. No city had made peace with the Israelites except the Hivites who lived at Gibeon. And what did they have to do? They had to fool Joshua. Right? They had to basically fool him, and then later on he was sorry he did that. I didn't really want to do that. Because of what? Because his people, the Israelites, were unhappy about that. They didn't want extra people. Right? So he didn't even, I bet you, that he wouldn't even if there was a king, said, no, I'm going to do what Gibeon did. Right? Not try, but the Hittites, the Hivites did. And my feeling is that they weren't even given a chance for a treaty. That's my feeling. Yes, from what I'm reading. All the rest had been captured in battle. Captured, slaughtered in battle. More likely. Nobody was captured. Again, they weren't captured. They were all killed. Every one of them. That's what it said ahead of time. Why use the word captured? Oh, well, it's a translation. Okay, well, people know their language or they don't. For Yahweh had decided to harden the hearts of these men so that they would engage Israel in battle and thus come under the curse of destruction and so receive no quarter but be exterminated as Yahweh had ordered Moses. Really? Did you just hear that? So now we kind of can, hardened the hearts of these men. Okay, how would that be possible? How would a king, all these kings, you're telling me all these kings did not one of them could have been like that. Had not one of them had the best of his own people in mind when it came to all that. And we have the example of Gibeon. You see? We do. And I have no doubt that made the rounds among all these kings, all these other towns. So, hardened the heart of these men. Okay, well then he had to have done something. How about, did these kings send some envoys to Joshua, just like Gibeon did? The Hivites did. And also tried to say, hey, can you please, we'll follow you. We'll follow you. We'll come under your guidance. This and what may have Joshua done so that he would suddenly have an adversary. Now here he's some peace-loving comes. I'm saying could have been that way. According to what I'm reading here, most likely it was like that. Came and said with the white flag, peace flag. Said, hey, please. Joshua goes, nope, that's not that does not fit my narrative. And just killed them all. Sent them back dead. And then the kings go, okay, well, obviously this isn't working. So we're going to have to do what we're going to have to do, which is either we're just going to be stand there and, okay, come ahead and slaughter us, right? Or we have to fight back. One or the other. And I wonder if maybe there were some kings who just said, I'm going to open the door to you. We're not going to fight you. We're going to be at your mercy. Isn't that kind of what that is? Being at someone's mercy? I'm going to have to let you decide if you'll let me live or if you're going to kill me. How do we want to use words? How do we understand them? How do you want to understand them? Yes? God's involved in all this, or so they say. But was Moses, was Joshua really following God's instructions? I don't know. And again, God's being used. Well, I had to do that. That was the way to go. We were on a good killing spree. We won everywhere. This, that. Besides, all the loot. It's just too good, right? Yes, it takes over. It still takes over. It took over for hundreds, thousands of years afterwards. Anytime. Right? There is no reputable army out there who did not suddenly do despicable things. It wasn't just about conquering an area and a people. It always went farther than that. Always. That adrenaline, that sudden greed, the power to have over other people. Right? Yes? Extermination of the Anakim. Well, there we go. We can keep on going. Joshua then went and wiped out the Anakim of the highlands of Hebron, of Debir, of Anab, of all the highlands of Judah, and of all the highlands of Israel. He delivered them and their towns over to the curse of destruction. Yes, of course, we got a good. That's, as I said, it's all, they've got this all figured out. No Anakim were left in the territory of the Israelites, except at Gaza, Gat, and Ashdod. Joshua captured the entire country, just as Yahweh had told Moses, and he gave it as heritage to Israel, to be shared out between their tribes, and the country had rest from warfare. Okay, that's 11. Well, again, it is as it is. I have no doubt that people would have something to say to me about it all and say, well, you don't understand. Nope, I don't understand. I do understand some things on how they work. We talked about that. On how, yes, there's a problem. One wants to face address it, and you get nothing but lies. Or, yeah, how do I get around telling the actual truth? Who could I blame and make responsible for it rather than myself? Yes? That's why moms and grandmothers out there are needed, who have the experience of raising little human beings into good adult human beings. Yes? And there are lots of moms and grandmothers out there. Yes? I'm speaking from a woman's perspective here, right? The guys can make their own videos about that, right? Yeah. But who do I unite with? Right? Okay, so there's another difference. I unite with the women of the world, right? Yes? Whose faith is anchored under the umbrella of God, truly under the umbrella of God, with the Ten Commandments, with our prayers and all that, yes? And seeing the clear path for our children and what that should be, how we should be raising them, yes? How we should be caring for them, and what their surroundings should be like, to grow into healthy, good human beings. Yes? Adult human beings. I'm united with these women all around the world, regardless on who they are. How about the men? I support a true man. Again, yes, I support them. Can I unite with them? Well, their position as a man in the structure of mankind is different than that of a woman. People can believe that or not. That's not my problem. I know that. And I know that is true. 100% true. So as a woman out there, as a mom, as a grandmother, I support what I believe again. If it's a true man under the umbrella of God and gives good guidance out there, leads the people properly, right? Family properly, the tribe properly, the nation properly, I stand as a woman behind that man. Yes? That's what you do. And other true men unite with these men. Right? True men unite with true men. True women unite with true women when it comes to these type of things in the world. The proper living together in society, caring for each other, supporting each other when there's a crisis, this or that. Yes? Under the umbrella of God, of course, all the time. Under the Ten Commandments. Under the Lord's Prayer. Yes? That's what you do. Then suddenly you have what? Then you suddenly have the ideal out there. Yes? And that's the difference. That's how you keep the job of a mother and a grandmother, a wife, a woman, in its proper place. And the job of a man, a true man, a father, a grandfather, a husband, yes, a leader, in its proper place. Yes? Yeah. You start to confuse these things, nilly-willy. I've said this before. A woman does not belong in a leadership position when it comes to kind of the big picture kind of thing. Right? Why? Because we're too emotional when we, again, are menstruating. Then menopause. No. No. That's not. Women are not leadership material for the big picture, right? And a big, yes, no. But you can be supportive. You can have good ideas. Men often, really good men, often talk things over with their spouses. How about Pontius Pilate, the Roman that stood there looking at the Israelites and Jesus, and You want me to do what? So he went home, told his wife, they want to kill a really good guy. I don't know why, but they're kind of nuts out there about it. What do I do? His wife had a dream. Told him in the morning, said, do not wash your hands of this. Right? Do not become a problem. Do not become a part of it. Right? You let them decide. Well, sounds like good advice. Goes. He even washes his hand right in front of the Israelites. Right? Says, okay, here we go. Right? I got 2 guys for you. Which one you want free? You decide. Because I can't find anything wrong with Jesus. That's a Roman. A Roman. A Roman that was what? Under the guidance of what? God? Or his gods? He got some good advice from his woman. His wife, who said he had a dream. Don't. So, and then who came under the curse of destruction after that? Oh, okay. Just saying. Yeah. Then again, I have to ask myself, oh, what about at the time when Joshua just went and killed everyone through all these towns? I could, as I said, well imagine after the Hivites, right, were spared, that other kings and towns says, well, I think we better, let's see if we can. And the wives could have been the queens, went to the kings, said, hey, go and try what they did there. They're going to kill us all. Everybody's going to, babies, women, everybody will be killed. We can't win against these guys. Maybe have tried. Laid theirself at their mercy, at Joshua's and the Israelites' mercy. And what did they do? What did they do? And what did they do at Jesus' time? Huh? Pilate said, you can't touch that man. I'm not going to touch that man. Nobody's going to. Nope. No Roman's going to touch that man. You guys decide. What did they decide? Yeah? Yes? Yeah. Oh, it was God's will. Yeah, yes? Okay, gotcha. So, a woman oftentimes can be very helpful, supportive. Right? When it comes to certain things, that's why. Right? Husband and wife, one husband, one wife, works together. And guess what? You help each other through certain confusion, this and that, right? Yes? One or the other will have a good, supportive answer, supportive help for certain things, than to just run smoothly, right? More smoothly, in the better direction. Yes? Uh-huh. All right. We could talk more about that, but I think I'm done. I've got things to do with the children today. We had a lazy day yesterday. A very lazy day. They were still all tuckered out. Yes. Me too. I was tuckered out from actually not doing much, I feel like. Except for prepping food all day. Yes. Okay. And it's wonderful. The little one came down yesterday. Said, Grozy, Daddy brought pizza. Do you want some pizza? And, oh, it's hard to resist. They have some good pizza places here. That's say, yeah, I can eat that. I don't get sick from that afterwards. Some pizza place, they can't eat the pizza. I don't know what they put on pizza, but this one was good. So I said, yeah, did you come down on your own? Did Mommy send you down? She said, no, I wanted to come tell you. We have one with mushrooms, and then we have one with pepperoni and sausage. Which one do you want? She's going to bring me some down. I was like, I'll come up with you. So sweet, right? When you realize they think of you. They don't just forget about you and then, okay, babysitter's done. So, which is nice.
Still out here?
I am done now.
Oh.
Going on.
2 things. I have to go today. I have to go get my real ID so I can fly without my passport. Granted, I have to when I book to Canada. I have to go